So today, in case you hadn't figured it out yet, today we are gonna eat and train like Miss Olympia, Miss Figure Olympia, Cydney Gillon. So first, let's get training out of the way. She seems to be very private. I did find one article, which I think is maybe an old article, where it talks about her eating and her training. So I'm gonna follow that particular meal plan pretty much to the T, except for I don't have protein pudding. So I'll just mix up a whey protein into a thick paste whenever I'm having that. But the first meal is half a cup of oats with 6 egg whites, which I don't actually have just egg whites, but I do have liquid egg whites over there. So I'll measure out whatever is half a cup, and I'm gonna mix those together. So I'm gonna make egg whitey oats situation and eat that, which I'm gonna make basically now because I'm absolutely starving. So let's get to it. Alright, so here we have some egg whitey porridge, which is, by the way, a great way to get your protein in. Just gradually heat up the egg whites with water and your oats, and that way the egg whites will not scramble. And I seasoned this with some cinnamon, sugar-free vanilla, and just a little dash of pancake syrup. Oats and egg whites, is there anything more bodybuilding than that? Actually, it's nice. I rarely choose to eat oats, but I actually do enjoy eating oats, especially the big rolled oats. They're my favorite. But anyway, I've got a busy day ahead, so I best get cracking. I'll be back for the next meal. During contest prep, Cydney eats at regular intervals, and many bodybuilders do this, to be honest. It's fairly normal to eat every 2 hours or so, just to manage hunger, to keep the insulin level, all of that. Cydney has a lot of protein puddings. As I said earlier, I don't have protein puddings, but what I do have is I have whey protein by Alpha Neon, which basically tastes like pudding. Some of the best tasting whey protein I've ever had. So this is the blueberry muffin. Kind of is like a dessert, right? A muffin. And next I have Napoleon.
Oh, idiot.
Shit, I can't say it.
Neapolitan.
Ice cream flavored whey. So I'm gonna have a scoop of this. I am gonna mix it with a little bit of almond milk because I'm fairly sure that a protein pudding will have a lot more calories in it compared to just a scoop of whey protein. And that's just to tie me over for a little bit until it's time to eat again. Cydney eats very low fat, high protein, and moderate carbohydrates. This day is gonna be pretty low carb still. I've got the oats, which is around 50 grams, I weighed it out, as well as 3 ounces of sweet potato, 85 grams, which I'm pretty sure means I'm doing keto, pretty much. Everybody has different ways of dieting. It just is whatever works for your body type, as well as your taste buds and your preferences. But whatever she's doing, she clearly is doing the right thing because she just wins Olympias back to back to back. In fact, she's been Miss Olympia 3 times in a row. Turned pro 2012, been competing since she was 14, and she's pretty much unstoppable. And I totally understand why. Not only is she very beautiful, very pretty face, beautiful smile, she has an astounding body. It's just the kind of proportions that it's genetics, and it truly is genetics because both of her parents were actually bodybuilders. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this protein pudding Ilona style. It's too watery, but definitely tastes like a blueberry muffin. For our third meal, we are gonna have 3 ounces of sweet potato with 5 ounces of lean protein. So I've got some chicken burgers here that I made yesterday, and also some vegetables. I'm gonna go with some asparagus. I think they'll be nice. So Cydney's a hard-working woman. She manages the cake factory, and on top of that, she also has a master's in strategic public relations. So I assume she does a lot of desk work, answering emails and all that sort of stuff, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing whilst eating this. Still busy working. As you can tell by the bags under my eyes, here is my second protein pudding. Alright, so here's the second to last meal of the day. 5 ounces of lean protein with vegetables, and that's it. I have to say this is pretty depressing. No fats, no carbs. A bit boring, innit? I'm assuming that this is like a prep diet, maybe the last few weeks diet. Can't imagine she eats like this on a regular. It's very low calories to be honest, but then she's only 5'4", so she probably doesn't need as much, but then she's buff, so she does need a lot of food. Because of that, I'm gonna eat this and just chill out because I'm pretty much done for the day now. For my last meal, I am going to have just some casein, which is apparently something that Cydney would have as her last meal in the day. Now, I'm gonna have this mixed with some cinnamon because I think it tastes nice. It's a chocolate casein with cinnamon, so that tastes nice, and I'll just mix that thick so it's like a pudding almost, and eat it like that. Before I close this video, it is also important to bear in mind that the reason Cydney looks the way that she does is obviously hard work, dedication, consistency, genetics, but she's always done sports from a very young age. You'll see that many bodybuilders, especially female bodybuilders, that used to either do track and field, which she did, or they have been gymnasts, always transition very well into bodybuilding. So on that note, I wish I had more to tell you about her. I really don't. I suggest go follow her on Instagram. She's a very beautiful woman. She's very inspirational. She comes across as very lovely, very friendly, very personable. But she's quite, like I said in the beginning, she's a bit of an enigma. There's not that much information on her. So comment down below which other bodybuilders you would like me to do a diet of, train like for a day or so. And yeah, I'll be back in the next one. which is basically a video that I'm filming simultaneously. I'm filming 3 simultaneously. A week of my old prep, 5 days of old prep, high intensity neoprene sweatsuit cardio, as well as the fitness march show for 20 minutes every single day. So they will all be up soon. I'm also filming a Oktoberfest at home this weekend. Bar the excessive amount of booze, I'm just going to make some typical German food, have maybe a cheeky beer. It's not often I drink beer, but I do enjoy beer. So all of that is coming up. If you've got any other videos idea, make sure to comment down below, and make sure that you ring the bell button so that every time I upload you get notified. Make sure you're subscribed, obviously, whilst you're at it. And yeah, if you didn't like the video, let me know why. Leave a dislike, let me know what I've done wrong, what I could improve on, because I'm actually always willing to learn and to improve myself and better myself. But on that note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.